Washington's pick is in. Of course, we know that is headed to the Indiana Pacers. Here it is.
With the 8th pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Jarace Walker from the University of Houston.
Jarace Walker on the board for Washington, but of course we know is going to Indiana, as our Adrian Wojnarowski just reported. All of his stats, he's a winner. They all went up in the NCAA tournament. His coach, Jonathan Thompson, he told me just meant so much for him. He played for him all the time. But the story that stands out to me the most, Jay, about Jarace Walker is he started all but one game in high school. And the one game he didn't start, it was his senior year. And he didn't start because it was senior night. And he wanted to give that opportunity to another senior. So he decided to come off of the bench to let his teammate have his moment. And I just think that says so much about who this young man is.
And that's a great point. Not only that, while at the University of Houston, he gave his NIL money to walk-on players.
Yeah.
You know, he's a we first guy, not a me first guy. You know, played for Kelvin Sampson, a very powerful forward that's got a really high skill level, and he can impact the rim at both ends. He can block shots. He's a good defender. He's got a 7'2" wingspan, but he gets deflections and steals, and he plays really, really hard. You know, as a big guy, he's more of a catch-and-shoot guy rather than a creator. There's Kelvin Sampson there, his college coach. He operated really effectively on the baseline. What was interesting about his numbers his freshman year, his numbers are almost identical to Draymond Green when he was at Michigan State, except for the passing. Green was a better passer, certainly, than Jarace Walker, but he's got a ton of ability. And the power that he plays with is really impressive. He's an athletic big guy that can step away and knock down shots.
He's the first top 10 pick out of Houston since Hakeem Olajuwon went #1 overall in 1984, Andrea.
Well, you all are talking about how he makes winning plays off of the court with his NIL money and his unselfishness. He makes winning plays on the court. I'm talking hustle plays, diving out of bounds and saving the ball to his teammates, sprinting down the floor in transition. He's a competitor. He is a winner. He plays with so much passion, so much spark. He can drive right past bigger defenders, and he can overpower smaller defenders. I don't hate an Aaron Gordon comparison either in terms of versatility and what he can bring to the team.
And right now, Jarace Walker is standing by with our Monica McNutt.
Jarace, I got a little history I want to give you on your special night. You ready? The first top 10 pick out of Houston since Hakeem Olajuwon.
For real.
What does that mean to you?
I mean, it means a ton. I mean, I'm just blessed and fortunate to be in the situation, just being able to hoop at such a high level and just accomplish such an amazing goal of mine.
Now, we're supposed to be flanked by family, but we can only have 2 extra folks up here. But you have 3 older sisters who were also athletes that are very important to you. How have you been able to follow in their footsteps and see what it means to be great at a sport?
Yeah, for sure. I would say just their guidance and wisdom just throughout the journey. Just always guiding me and making sure I'm locked in, making the right decisions on and off the floor. So really just their all-around charisma, just love for me, just really helped me out.
Now, you're wearing a Wizards hat, but obviously you're headed to the Indiana Pacers, in fact. But when you talk to basketball, your versatility, your athleticism, these are all things that have been praised. How will you make sure that those translate to the next level?
For sure. I think it really just starts with effort, just playing hard and then letting my game really take care of itself, because I feel like I'm a high-level player. I make good decisions, good offensive player, definitely a two-way player for sure. So just being able to play hard and contribute right away.
I got to say, Jarace, the suit looks good, but your curls look amazing.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.